Day 6 of World Cup has concluded, and already we have our first confirmed elimination. Qatar, the host nation, who can now say they spent upwards of $200 billion on the world's most expensive staycation. Hope those 6,000 deaths were worth embarrassing yourselves on the biggest stage of them all, Qatar. I hope not to be saying that about my own team tomorrow, though. So yeah, Qatar versus Senegal. Senegal played a little defensively at first until they realized their opponent was Qatar. Then they proceeded to give them a Team Rocket-style exit. The literal only time Qatar even saw Senegal's half of the field in the first half was when they begged the ref for a penalty that wasn't given. Here's a thought, Qatar. Maybe for every human right you observe, you can get a VAR review. How about that? Qatar basically sat there through most of the game in a fetal position trying to invent how to play football, while Senegal attacked and attacked and attacked until they finally broke through. And Senegal could have scored so many more with the clown-like defending Qatar was displaying, but they decided 3 would be enough. Miraculously, Qatar managed to score one when Senegal wasn't looking. With Ecuador tying the Netherlands, that puts both Ecuador and Netherlands at 4 points apiece, making it mathematically impossible for Qatar to qualify now. And let me tell you, that first half, Netherlands controlled the ball up until about minute 25 or so. From then on, it was basically the Ecuador show. It was all under Ecuador control. It seems like that early goal may have actually hurt the Netherlands into a false sense of security, because they pretty much had their backs against their net the entire second half. They are lucky that VAR nullified Ecuador's first would-be goal, which, by the way, was bullshit. That was not offside. Anyhow, Ecuador totally deserved to win that. Ener Valencia is a damn hero. He fought for any and every shot he could possibly sink into the net. I'm surprised they needed only one stretcher for him. I thought for sure they would have taken out a second stretcher just to carry his massive balls in. The stats speak for themselves. 2 shots on goal for the Dutch, 15 for Ecuador. Now who's afraid of the big bad orange? Iran versus Wales was fun-ish in chunks, I guess. Early on, surprise, surprise, yet another invalidated goal for Iran, which would have blown the game wide open. Instead, it became a snooze fest that seemed destined for another 0-0 draw. That is, until the Welsh goalie decided to go all Karate Kid on an Iranian attacker, which earned him a red card, and then suddenly it was Iran that made it exciting, punishing the Welsh goalpost over and over again. Only at World Cup Qatar will you hear that a goal was scored at minute 90 plus 8, and then again in minute 90 plus 11. Wales was pretty much done after that first goal. All the defense had done in 90 minutes came undone, and their morale plummeted in stoppage time. Once Iran popped that cherry, if you'd have given them 30 more minutes, this surely would have been an 8-0 blowout for Iran. Wales is lucky that they mercifully threw in the towel after 12 minutes of stoppage. Their chances to qualify are all but impossible at this point. USA versus England, thanks for coming. Guess that game also happened. It was a scoreless draw. Not sure if Uruguay versus Korea was more boring or this one. Oddly enough, their tie means Group B is still literally anyone's game. Even Wales can still qualify provided they put a ridiculous amount of goals in England's net, which they won't. Tomorrow is going to be nerve-wracking for me. I'm either going to cry myself to sleep or I will cry tears of joy. Either way, expect tears. Till next time, dear viewer.